you will come to regret your actions. Goodbye.
Can I help you?
Not ready to take on those ghouls after all? Huh?
Still having issues.
Hi.
Earth to Edgar. Mr. Wellington.
Hello, dear.
I think I'll go scrounge up a little bit.
Introductions are in order. I am Mrs. Edgar Wellington. You may refer to me as Madam or My Lady Wellington. You're better mannered than your apparent breeding would indicate. It is nice to make your acquaintance. You didn't happen to catch a glimpse of any ghouls on your way in here, did you? I do hope you're not referring to me. I'm certainly a better conversationalist than some stupid ghoul. And I smell better, too. My neighbors might be out of their minds, but I am not. Those ghouls will not be living here. Damn it! This can't be happening. Why do you think I came here in the first place? To get away from ghouls, monsters, and scum like you. Now I'll have to start all over again. Where will I go? I already did. I hope one of your ghoul buddies kills you. You'll see. Hey.
Hello? Edgar Wellington II. Have you met my wife, Millicent? Hold on. Who let you in here? Very well. As long as security is aware of your presence. Can't be too careful these days. What with these ghouls and all. Gustavo says he has the situation well in order, but I wonder if he's really trying. Don't suppose you ran into any ghouls on your way in here? Then you obviously don't know anything about ghouls. I know you've been pressuring people into allowing ghouls to live here. What do you think you are, harassing honest people like that? You should be ashamed of yourself. I certainly won't allow ghouls to live here. This is outrageous, preposterous, forced out by a bunch of dirty ghouls and some bleeding heart activist? Where will I live? How will I get there? I found a comfortable place, but now I must leave. When I die, it will be on your head. Welcome to Tenpenny Tower. It'd be better if I could get my hands on some caviar, but what can you do?
Not ready to take on those ghouls after...
Now's not the best time. Perhaps we could parley sometime later? Thank you. You have a curious look about you. I presume you have something interesting to tell me. Well, if my tenants want ghoul neighbors, they can have them, though the ghouls must pay and follow the rules like everyone else. You're a clever one, aren't you? I'm glad this situation has been resolved. It's a bit crass, but here's a little something for your troubles. Your constant need to chatter is pressing on my optic nerve. Why, anything I want, dear boy. Anything I want. Wasteland Safari. Very relaxing. What? That area is strictly off-limits. Can't have people fooling around with the terminal down there. They could shut off power and open the escape door. Righto, run along now.
Well, kid, what have you accomplished? I'll be damned. Really? Good job, kid. I was willing to unleash the ferals and kill all those bigots. Guess I don't have to now. Here's a little something for your troubles. It'll help you deal with our feral brethren if you meet it. Get going. Hey there. Hey.
Evening.
Good to see you.
Give me a second. Keep your panties on.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
Don't know how you did it. I'd never allow those zombies room and board. But as long as Tenpenny keeps paying me, I'll stay. Watch yourself.
Haha. Hey there, bud. Thanks again for helping us get in here. I'm afraid Tenpenny and I had a little disagreement. Not to worry, though. He soon had a little accident. Problem solved. Beats the wasteland and 30 tunnels, that's for damn sure. Give him hell.
I'm not here for your entertainment. Mind yourself now. Hail.
Are you ready now? We can't afford to keep standing around like this. Okay, don't be nervous. You'll have the whole Pride backing you up, not to mention this giant tin can. Just stay safe until we reach the purifier. You're no good to us if you're dead. And don't let that thing step on you. Okay, we're going to go over it one more time. The Pride is on me. The goal is Project Purity, but we can't get into the facility with those energy fields up. Rothschild and Lee say this robot should be able to take down the energy fields. So we're on fire support. We stay close to the thing, keep it clear, and get it to where it needs to go. Once the fields are down, we head straight for the facility. We'll use the robot to keep them occupied while we get inside and secure the control room. We need to move quickly before we lose the chance to surprise them. Get whatever supplies you don't already have, and we'll meet in the Bailey. When we're done with this, everyone can have a nice cold glass of water on me. Let's move. All right, Rothschild, fire it up. Pride, move out!
Liberty Pride is online. All systems nominal.
Hail.
Weapons locked. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists. LTL mission hindrance. 0%. Engaging Chinese invader. Commencing tactical assessment. Red Chinese threat detected. Communism is the very definition of failure.
Move out! Let's go!
Engaging Red Chinese aggressors. Communism is a temporary setback on the road to freedom. Death is a preferable alternative to communism. Democracy is non-negotiable. it. Revised stratagem. Initiate photonic resonance overcharge. Initiating Directive 7395. Destroy all communists.
Stay sharp and stick close to me until we're in the control room. Hail.
Guess you won a lot. mind trailblazing as long as we got the ammo. And whiskey.
All right. This is it. Stay sharp, and we'll have this thing under control in no time.
You again. I can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve. There's nothing to stop me from killing you this time. Let's end this. I beg to differ. The Enclave is at the height of its power. Once this facility is operational, the masses will flock to the Enclave for fresh water, protection, and a plan for the future. The American people are worth fighting for. The future must be secured. I won't let you stand in the way of that. And what would you have me do? Let you have everything I've worked to build? Let you destroy it all? Such arrogance. If that's your wish, so be it. Take some small comfort in knowing you'll have little time to regret the decision.
Serving up some hurt. Might as well.
Well, that takes care of that. By now, the Pride should be mopping up whatever opposition is left outside. Let's get this room secured.
Hello? Hello, is anyone there? There. It's Dr. Lee. Something's wrong with the purifier. Please, someone answer.
Dr. Lee, it's Sarah Lyons. I'm in the control room. We're both here. What's going on?
I've been monitoring the equipment remotely, and we have a serious problem. The facility has been damaged during the fighting. Some of it looks accidental, some of it may have been sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode. To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now! If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating. One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on. And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined going out, you know? So, what should we do? Draw straws? You're going to have to be quick about it. If the radiation is bad enough, you won't have much time. I won't forget what you've done here. No one will. Thank you.
purifier. Please, do it now. If you don't activate the purifier right now, you're all going to die.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child. The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, but the lone wanderer refused to surrender to the vices that had claimed so many others. The values passed on from father to child: selflessness, compassion, honor, guided this noble soul through countless trials and triumphs. But it was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer learned the true meaning of that greatest of virtues: sacrifice. Stepping into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity, the child followed the example of the father, sacrificing life itself for the greater good of mankind. Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation. The waters of life flowed at last, free and pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved. So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend. But the tale of humanity will never come to a close, for the struggle of survival is a war without end. And war never changes.
The Enclave is retreating. We have a location isn't going to help at all. We have enough. You mean comatose?
After all this, to be left in a state like that? Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. Everything's fine, you're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up, despite assurances to the contrary. I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered. Yes, she's fine. Oh, she will be. I appreciate your concern for her, but really don't worry. You've been through enough. Please, relax. Everything is fine. You were brought back to the Citadel after some sort of energy spike in the purifier. You and Sarah were both knocked unconscious. Quite a bit has happened since then. Indeed, it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the wasteland. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you. Yes, we most certainly did. Between your help in destroying their headquarters and their subsequent defeat at the Purifier, the Enclave was thrown into disarray. Liberty Prime has been assisting our forces in removing any remaining Enclave forces. Just about 2 weeks. Don't worry, we've been taking good care of you. Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on you to help us. Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you again. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are focused now. I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, but the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this. She's right here. Unresponsive, but stable. To see that you've recovered gives me hope. Oh? Have you learned something? Vault 87? Where you found the Gek? We've never been able to penetrate the radiation surrounding that area. This information is invaluable. Well done. My child, you seem to have learned more in the past week than I have in 20 years. The Brotherhood has taken over control of the Purifier and is managing distribution of the water to the people of the Wasteland. If you travel there, speak with Scribe Bigsley. He's heading up the on-site operation. As you know, I had my reservations about engaging the Enclave. They did not directly attack us, and I believed we had time. Time to be cautious. Their assault on the Purifier forced our hand. We had no choice but to engage them directly. And once that engagement was begun, we could do nothing but see it through to the end. If they had not considered us a threat before, they do now. So, we have spent the time since you and I last spoke, systematically locating and destroying every bastion of Enclave force we can. Liberty Prime has proven far more successful than any of us could have hoped for. Please be careful. I would hate to lose you again.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Unit deactivating. This troop is hitting the rack.
Hail.
Well, it's good to see that you're on your feet again. I assume Lyons is immediately throwing you to the wolves? Has he told you what's been going on while you've been resting? Yes, I believe I can. Step over here for a moment, will you? Right in front of the map, I'll give you a brief history of what's happened over the last few weeks and what's going on now. As you well know, this all began with the Enclave's occupation of Project Purity here. Thanks to you, their main headquarters here was utterly destroyed. They then suffered a second defeat at the Purifier. Based on a combination of intelligence and field reports, other Enclave locations throughout the Wasteland were found. Cut off from their leadership, it was expected that their forces would be in complete disarray. This has not been the case. Based on data and tech gathered from these locations, we've determined that the Enclave forces are still maintaining remote communications. We isolated the transmissions and found their origin point, an old military installation in Rockland, to the southwest. Our advanced scouts have checked over the area, but no easy access to the facility was found. So we're making our own access point. Paladin Tristan is leading the team setting up forward base in an old car tunnel near the site. Once he's settled, Liberty Prime will be deployed. Prime's directive is to neutralize their defenses and create an entry point for the team. The team will move in, eliminate any opposition inside, and cut off their transmitter. Any relevant data should be brought back here. Now, did you have any other questions? If there's anything else you'd like to know, I'll tell you what I can. Otherwise, Paladin Tristan will be waiting. I'll alert him that you're on your way. Performance is exceeding all our expectations. He's been especially effective against the Enclave's vertibirds, for which we previously had no counter. We're fine-tuning his programming as we go, but on the whole, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's as I always suspected. Prime's real issue was energy management. And when Dr. Lee helped us solve that problem, well, the rest was easy. And so you go.
I'm sorry, I'm very busy right now. Far too much to analyze. Perhaps one of the other scribes could help you.
You honor us. What do you need? Steel be with you. Good to see you. Farewell.
Did you need something? Still be with you.
Well now, look what rolled in. What, you getting lonely out there? Can't be any worse than here. Feels good not to have to drag a Brahmin train across the... Mojave. Let's put this in gear. Got him spotted.
a decision. The hell do you want? We're busy. We're trying to find this place up north called Oasis. Supposed to have a lot of good stuff to grab. But we ain't interested in sharing it with every dirty waster that wanders in. So now, we're gonna have to kill you.
Let's...
Why don't you find your own hunting ground?
Let's kick this in gear. And then the fight started. And then the fight started. And no move for hunting. Got him spotted.
Stop right there, mister. What you think you're doing in the Republic of Dave? This is the Republic of Dave. Duh. It's named for President Daddy. But you have to talk to him if you want to stay here. Okay, I'll take you. But President Daddy doesn't always like new people. Okay, come with me.
Another foreigner in the Republic.
President Daddy, there's a Wastelander who wishes to see you, sir.
I keep telling you, it's Mr. President. Now get back to guarding the gate.
Man, the Brahmins smell awful today.
Hey, Jessica, you excited about the election?
Don't you just love election time, Ralph?
I guess so. Who would you vote for if you were old enough, Flower?
Yeah,
Hey.
but it'd be better if I could
Shauna,
vote.
did you do the early voting?
Was I supposed to do it? I didn't hear Dave saying we had to. Good to see you.
I am Dave, President of the Republic of Dave. You will address me as Mr. President, or I will have you executed. Now, are you applying for citizenship, asylum, or just vacationing in the Republic of Dave? You are? Excellent. It's good to see that the Wasteland has finally recognized the sovereign Republic of Dave. If the people of the Wasteland are generous and respectful, I might deign to annex them. There's an election for the next president. Don't look so surprised. Can't you see this is a republic? Ah, a seeker of knowledge then. Well, trust me, an election is what separates a president like myself from a monarch like my father. My father inherited his political power from birth and renamed this great nation the Kingdom of Tom. Although I also inherited my political power from my father when I took over, I formed a republic so the people may elect their leader. All right, sure, why not? The people have a tendency to wait until the last minute to vote, but I'd like just to get it over with. I'll spare a few caps if you just tell each of the adults to get over to the voting booth sometime today, so I cinch the victory. Not that I have anything to worry about. The people know who their leader is in this republic. The Department of Tourism usually handles all questions for outsiders. Make it quick. That's right. As president, I am head of the Department of Tourist Rights, the Office of Immigrant Affairs, and the Bureau of Dave-like Activities. My proudest duty, second to the presidency, is Commander-in-Chief of the Army of Dave, the most ruthless military in the Wasteland. Years ago, I freed these poor people from the wrath of Tom, former monarch of the Kingdom of Tom. Afterwards, the people naturally elected me as their president, and the Republic of Dave was formed. Well, the Republic of Dave is the only true sovereign nation in the Wasteland, the only really civilized place left in the world. One day, all Wastelanders will be citizens in the Republic and know the greatness of their president. Well, good for you then. There's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Before the people elected me president, I worked with a mercenary named Mr. Crowley. We were part of an expedition to Fort Constantine. Two of us died, including Crowley. The rest achieved the mission goals and were paid. Alive? I always wondered. He was locked in with a bunch of feral ghouls. They won't attack ghouls, you see. Would you consider taking him a personal item, like this key, and just telling him you killed me? You need all the keys to get through Fort Constantine. With only one key, there's no point in my going back. Of course it would. I knew that. I was just testing you to see if you would realize it. Here, take the key. It is a gift from the Republic of Dave to the Wasteland. Of course I voted. I was the first to vote. Now I'm just waiting for the rest of the votes to come in. Very well. Goodbye, Ambassador.
I'm Dave's wife, so don't even think about... Dave says you're okay? Fine. I guess you're right. I'll go right now.